going on, peeps? It's Wrath here, hanging out today, playing some Idle Heroes. Want to thank you guys so much for coming out with me today. If you liked the video, don't forget, smash that thumbs up button and show your support. If you haven't already, don't forget to subscribe as well. Alright guys, you might be wondering, Wrath, what the crap is this baby account you're on? It's for the purpose of the video, alright? Obviously not my main account. We'll go back to that at the end to show some stuff off, but for right now, this is going to be the beginner's guide to the game. If you're new to the game, I get a lot of comments asking, Wrath, can you tell me how to do good at the start? Make a beginner's guide video. Here it is. Here it is. We're going to talk about it. All right? So first things first, when you load up the game, one of the most important things that you need to do is register your account. You're going to go in here. You're going to register. Put an email address to your account. It's super important. Do that for a couple of reasons. One, it safeguards your progress. So if you actually get logged out or you transfer phones, you can log right back in, no problems. The other reason is going to give you your very first 5-star hero, which is important. And I'm going to go ahead and claim that up right now. I registered my account ages ago. This account was made like months and months and months ago. I just never played it. So I registered the account, never claimed the dude. Perfect time to show you off. Bam. There you go. There you go. Your first 5-star hero, it's important. You're going to be using that sucker for a little while. Another little bit of advice, if you've watched my videos, you know you're going to spend a little money. I would highly recommend, as soon as you start a new server, jump in and pick up the monthly card. It's going to immediately bump you to VIP 2, I believe. It should. I'm 76% sure. I think it does. I'm pretty sure 2 of them get you to VIP 3. But it's very important. Not to mention it's going to give you a lot of gems really early on in the server, which definitely helps on getting event items and kind of making some progress a little quicker. If you're not going to spend, don't worry about it. You can still get free gems in game. It's just going to take a little bit more time. And your best way of doing that before we jump into anything else is your quests, your daily quest. Always do your daily quests. Always, 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 always. When you just start the server, you won't have access to all of them because certain things like the tavern isn't open to you yet. You're not high enough level to unlock it. Of course, once you've unlocked all of the 10 daily quests, you will want to do them every day to collect your gems. You're going to get 160 gems each day for free just for doing your daily quests. Not to mention plenty of other ways of getting gems in the game once you get higher level. Your tavern quests will have them available when you complete those. The Celestial Island, you can literally build gem mines, 2 of them. So that'll give you gems on the side. I haven't even messed with this account since Celestial Island came out. But whatever. So there's lots of ways of getting gems for free. There's usually little ads up here, right there next to the gold, that you can watch. I think 5 videos for 20 gems each. I actually did mine today for the first time, probably since I ever played the game, because I just run monthly cards on my main account. It's easier. But otherwise, it's a free 100 gems. Probably not a bad idea to pick it up every day. That adds up. 100 gems a day for free. Definitely pick those up if you're new. It's not a bad idea. You also get them from random rewards, fighting in the arena. You can get them as drops. Brave Trial as drops, things like that. They do drop around the game. They're not like specifically locked away behind money purchases. You get some just for logging in for the first month, and the second month it does drop off a little bit. You don't get quite as many. But like I said, plenty of ways to get gems for free. Gems are important. But your main focus when you just start a server is going to be to push your campaign as high as you possibly can. You want to be ranked that you want to push this thing until you cannot make any more progress. Once you've leveled up high enough, you'll unlock the Tower of Oblivion. You want to push this as far as you can until you cannot make progress. The main reason is your campaign is going to give you 3 things: gold, Spirit, and XP. Spirit is used to level up heroes. Gold is used to buy a bunch of crap, also level up heroes. Gold's used in a lot of stuff. And player XP is obviously the XP that goes to your player. The higher your level, the more things become available to you. I think level 72 is the last main feature unlock, but you also get things in the event rate all the way down to like level 150. The last one over here would be 160, I believe. So all the way up to level 160, you'll still be unlocking something new all the way up till then. That's why you want to push your campaign. The higher you're ranked in the campaign, the higher you've pushed, the more loot you're going to get. The higher amount of gold, the higher amount of spirit, the higher amount of XP. This is going to stack up for 8 hours when you're offline. So you don't have to play this game all the time to be making progress. One of the reasons I kind of like it is I can sit this thing down for 8 hours, pick it up 8 hours later, get back on, collect my loot, and I've just been making loot the entire time. After 8 hours, it caps and you don't make anything else, so once you go beyond 8 hours, you're not making any progress. So once every 8 hours, probably good idea to log in then. But you want to get as high as you can in your campaign. You're going to get stuck. You're going to lose. A great little beginner's tip is to build an aura in your team. If you don't know what auras are, it's these right here. You click on them, it shows you what they do. A great starting one, because normal will be your first 5-star, I don't have mine equipped, is either like an All Abyss aura. It's got a really heavy faction bonus, 15% attack and 20% HP for your team. Not bad to pick that up, but you can always run, like I said, you can run all kinds of different auras. 3 Abyss, 3 Forest, do I have another Forest here like that? Pick up that aura. I mean, there's a lot of different things you can do. Those are helpful. They'll definitely help you get unstuck a little bit at the beginning. So not a bad idea to try those out in the campaign in the tower. If you get stuck, sometimes you just get stuck. And here's what we're going to talk about. When you get stuck, don't just give up. A lot of people are like, oh, I lost the battle, I quit. No. There's a lot of RNG in this game that takes place. So you might do a battle 10 times and lose 9 of them but win once. So when you get stuck in the campaign, run 10 battles. It may take a little while. Yes, it might be a little boring to watch. Let's grab that loot up. But yeah, run 10 battles. You might win 1 out of 10, and then you're unstuck. You can move on. You might get stuck on the very next mission. Whatever. Doesn't matter. Once you get permanently stuck after you've done your 10 attacks, what you're going to want to do is you want to go to a multiple of 5. So either 5-5 here, these are going to give you shards. 5-4 does not. 5-6 does not. 5-5 or 1-5, 2-5, 2-10, doesn't matter. Okay? Any multiple of 5 is going to be a quote-unquote boss node. Boss nodes will give you more loot. They've got the chance to drop the shards, so you might as well idle your account on those to pick up some shards in the meantime. It's definitely helpful. So if you get stuck on, say, like 5-9 and you can't beat 5-9, just drop back down, click on 5-5, auto battle, and you'll be picking up shards the entire time. Kind of the idea. So do that, definitely helps. But once you're stuck in the campaign, obviously jump over the Tower of Oblivion once you've unlocked it. Push as far as you can here, and once you get stuck, this is where people start making mistakes, especially in the early game, is when they get stuck. The thing you want to do is once you get stuck in the tower, check out your bag, see how many promotion stones you have. That's what these are. These are what you use to increase the tier of your hero. The spirit is used to increase their level along with your gold, but the promotion stones are usually your sticking point early in the game. You're not going to have enough of them to just max out your heroes right out the gate, and that can get you stuck. So if you've got enough hero promotion stones to go into your hero bag like this, click on this, do like, oh, I don't have enough. If you've got enough, go ahead and make that upgrade, level them up, go back and try it again. If you can make progress, you're doing good. If you're still stuck, go back to the campaign, try to push the campaign. If you're still stuck there, it's no big deal. The second thing people do when you get stuck is they check out the marketplace. They look for something like this. Always buy these BT dubs. They're the bee's knees. All right, so you always buy those. But they'll look and they'll see, oh, I can buy some promotion stones in here for like 600 gems. Let's go ahead and do that so I can make some progress. Don't do that. Do not do that. It's a trap. Don't do it. Okay, well, go ahead. Since we're already here at the marketplace, we'll talk a little bit about it. Things you never buy in the marketplace are things like gear. Never buy gear, even for gold, for gems. It is not worth it. It's a waste of your time. Don't pick it up. Heroes like this for gems, never buy those either. It's a complete and total waste. The basic scrolls, also a waste. It would take, they start out at 10,000 a piece. Once you get, I can't remember what level it is, they swap over to 100 grand a piece for basic summons. It takes 100 or 200 million gold to statistically get a 5-star hero from basic summons. It's not worth putting your gold into. Leave the basic scrolls alone. Don't pick them up. It's not worth your time. You're going to have options for spirit. And hero promotion stones. Spirit you can get for gems or gold. Never pick up either. Not worth it. Hero promotion stones, on the other hand, if you find it for gold and you're really hard up early on in the game, sometimes it's not a bad idea to pick up some promotion stones for gold. It's okay. It'll help you progress a little bit. Gold's easy to come by. Just never buy it for gems. Not a good idea. Not a good idea. What you do want to buy, like I said, the heroic scrolls, always buy those. Casino chips in all of their forms. These are arena tickets, but you buy those too for gold. Can we get one on here if I refresh? Don't refresh your marketplace, by the way. It's just for the sake of the video. Casino chips. You always want to buy your casino chips. It's one of the best events to complete for new players or to go high in. It's going to give you a good chance at 5-star heroes. That's great. Not actually off the wheel, but the event itself. So anytime you see a casino chip for gold or for gems, pick it up. It's totally worth grabbing. The arena tickets, the times 10 arena tickets are definitely worth picking up, and the arena tickets for gold. When you see an arena ticket by itself, it actually costs 15 gems, so buying 10 of those is 150 gems, whereas the 10 bundle is only 120, so it's cheaper to buy it in a bundle. I usually just buy the ones for gold and the stacks of 10 and leave the rest of it, okay? I don't pick up the ones for gems. If you can afford it, and there's none on the wheel right now, I'll just go ahead and refresh again. Here's some promotion stones for some gold, 30 for 60k. Just go ahead and snatch it up. It's okay. The magic dust isn't bad to buy for gold either. You're going to use a lot of that later in the game. Early on, maybe don't focus on buying it because you don't have a bunch of gold, but you will use a buttload of this later in the game. So once you start getting a good gold income, start picking those up. We'll refresh again, see if we can find something I'm looking for. There we go. When you find these heroes for gold, if you can afford it, really early on, it's kind of hard to buy them. But if you can afford it, absolutely go ahead and pick these guys up and leave them in your bag. It's great. It doesn't take up your actual hero inventory space, but having like the 3 and 4 star heroes just in your bag waiting to be pulled out, super handy. It's nice to have. Plus, if you're really new to the game, a 4-star hero can actually be an improvement to your team. So not a bad idea to pick them up. Again, we'll buy these promotion stones just to say we did it. But like this, 50,000 spirit for 600,000 gold. That's a horrible deal. Absolutely terrible. 100 promotion stones for 100 gems. Horrible deal. Do not buy those. It's a waste. 2 other things that I don't know what level they show up. I can't remember. Sometimes you'll see profit orbs and super casino chips for sale here. Unless you have a ton of gems, usually don't buy the profit orbs. They are a bit expensive, 500 a piece. If you've got a bunch of gems, snag them up. It's not a bad idea. The super casino chips, this is for official servers, by the way. Never buy them. Absolutely never buy them. They're such a waste of gems. They're not worth it, especially not on official. On private servers, yeah, go ahead and pick them up. They're not that bad there. On official, no. Just no. They're not worth your gems. Don't buy them. I never do. Just, that's me. But anyways, just while we were there. So you're stuck. You've gone as far as you can in the campaign. You've gone as far as you can in the Tower of Oblivion. You can't make any progress. The first mistake I see, well, one of the mistakes, is they look in their bag and they say, oh, look, I've got 6 heroic scrolls. Look, I've got a profit orb. Let's go ahead and use those up, see if I can't get a better hero and make progress. Never, ever, ever do this. This is a huge waste. The reason is, especially for heroic summons, if you go down here and check out the info button, regularly a heroic summon has a 1.58% chance to drop a 5-star hero, which isn't very many chances. That's not a lot. But during a heroic summoning event, that chance actually doubles. So if you've blown through all your heroic scrolls as soon as you've got them because you wanted a chance to get a 5-star hero, you actually hurt yourself. If you just waited for the event to roll around for heroic summoning, you'd have had twice the chance of pulling a 5-star hero, not to mention you're also going to get rewards from the event itself for completing a step. So definitely save your event-based resources, always, 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 until an event shows up. Now, you said, Wrath, always do your dailies. Your dailies call for event-based resources. Yes, do them. It's worth it. You do need a heroic summon to, you need a heroic summon to do your daily quest. You say, well, you're supposed to save those. You get a free one every 2 days. Pull that one when you can. Don't waste a scroll if you don't have to, obviously. But you still get 100 gems for completing that, pretty much. So you might as well just go ahead and pull it out. That's the way I see it. So do your dailies. Just don't do anything else outside of events. So like right now, Profit Orb event, if say you spent even 20 Profit Orbs just as you got them, like, oh, I got one, let's use it. I got one, let's use it. I got one, let's use it. When the event comes around, you've just forfeited 10 million gold, a 5-star hero, and 2 4-star heroes because you were impatient. Patience is a virtue, okay? Save them up, wait till the event comes around, then use them. Early game, it doesn't matter. You're not going to be completing any events really at the very start of the game. So don't worry about those rewards at the very end. You're not going to get there, okay? You're going to just be focusing on getting what you can to build a team. Once you can start building a team and making further progress in the game, then you can start worrying more about completing certain events like Casino, Tavern. Militants is pretty easy to complete right out the gate, but Casino, Tavern, and Militants are probably your 3 most friendly early player events to complete. The Heroic Summons, the Prophet Orbs, the Heroic Miracle, those are a little tougher. Once you get further in the game, they become easier to complete, of course, but early on, you don't really want to focus on completing those because it's not going to happen unless you're spending lots of money. All right. So very important. Wait till events come around. Use your event items then. You'll thank me later. You will absolutely thank me later. So you're stuck. You're not using your events. You can't make progress. What do? Wait. I know it's like, well, it's pretty simple, but nobody wants to do it. Just log off the game. You can't make any progress. Quit playing. Okay, quit playing for 8 hours. Get back on. Pull your campaign loot. You might have gotten enough promotion stones because it does drop as a drop in the campaign. You might have gotten enough now to make an upgrade to your team. You also might not have. If you can't do anything, there's nothing to do in your game right now, log off, watch TV, go outside, do something. Then come back, collect your loot, rinse and repeat, and eventually you will make progress again. Events will roll around. You will get new things. That's the best way to do it. There you go. Now, another tip when you start the game is your guild. Okay? Once you can get into a guild, do it. Do it as soon as you can. Once you've reached a level where you can get into a guild, I just created one because why the crap not? It's fun. I made it just for the video. But anyways, once you get into a guild, make sure it's active. That's important. Like you can see up here, there'll be a line of people right here. It'll show you how long they've been since they've logged in. If you join a guild and like half the people haven't been on in 3 days, probably not an active guild. Find a new one. You're going to want to find a guild where people have been active at least within the last day. That means you're making progress against guild bosses, which are very important. Oops, wrong button. Territory. The raids. This is where you get the bulk of your guild coins in the game. Guild coins are super important, and this is another big mistake that new players make. Obviously, you're going to be smashing through these with all of your team. I haven't fought any times because, whatever, I just made the guild. But you get better rewards the higher you rank. If you do well, you get more guild coins. If you do poorly, you get less. Kind of makes sense there, right? You also get guild coins per battle, but not many. So as you complete these guild bosses with your team, you're going to start acquiring a decent amount of guild coins, and a lot of people make this mistake. They look in the guild store and they say, holy crap, look, there's 5-star heroes for sale. I can just buy them. I can buy 5-star heroes. That's awesome. Do not do that. The heroes are absolutely not worth your guild coins. Your guild coins all need to be going in tech. I don't care what you've heard in other videos. I don't care what someone else told you. Tech is the most important use of your guild coins on official server, always. Absolutely always. Trust me, I spent well over 100,000 guild coins on heroes on my main account, and I wish to God every day that I could just sell those heroes back and use the guild coins in my tech. The tech is super, super, super important. Do not buy the heroes. It's tempting, especially when you're new. You're like, oh, it's a 5-star hero. It can make my team stronger. Don't do it. Don't do it. Just don't. All right. You're probably going to want to focus in priest tech to start things off with. That's just my advice to you, because that 5-star hero you get for registering your account, Norma, she's a priest. So go ahead and start bumping that up. You can always refresh it. Like if I were to upgrade this, you can refresh the first time for free. Afterwards, I think it costs 2,000 gems. So if you put a ton of tech into priest and you decide later, well, I'm going to use assassins and not priests as my Aspen hero or whatever, you can go ahead and refresh all those, get all your golden guild coins back, and then put them into assassin tech. So you're not stuck with what you put in there. You can refresh it and get it back, so don't really worry about that. One of the last little bits of advice here for a new player is going to be what to focus on, your most important heroes. Early on, you're just pretty much building a team, let's be honest. You're trying to get all 5-star heroes. You're not really focusing on a build yet. Once you get to like an all 6-star team, then you usually start focusing on what heroes you're going to keep and take higher, and stuff like that. But your main worry needs to be 2 things. Firstly, PvE-oriented content, okay? What that means is everything except PvP, which is you fighting other players. PvP is fun for the end game. That's what you that's why you're building everything up for, is to fight other players and beat them. It's very important to do well in PvE first. That's the most important aspect of the game is going to be your PvE side of things. There's a few things to do in PvE that you should do every day. That would be like your Marauder fights. You get these chicken legs up here. People in your friends list are going to have Marauders you can fight. As you fight them, I don't have the next button. We're not going to watch that boring battle because it's not going to be exciting at all. You fight your Marauder fights and you get rewards at the end. You can get gear, you can get spirit, stuff like that. So you might as well go ahead and use all 10 every day. Get what loot you can from them, but also it's going to give you ranking points. As you can see, this is a really old server, so these people are doing freaking nuts, and I have 0 points. But the higher you rank in your ranking points, you'll get some extra rewards at the end of like 2 weeks or whatnot. So you'll get some hearts, some gems, some gold. So you might as well do them every time you have a chance. The more damage, obviously, you're doing to Marauder bosses, the higher your rewards are going to be at the end. So that's great. That's what you want to focus on is mainly boss damage, but the Aspen dungeon too. Boss damage is important for the Marauders, obviously. It's nice to do decent damage there and get extra rewards, but mainly it's for guild bosses. The higher you do your damage on guild bosses, the more guild coins you get. That is super, super important. Guild coins, one of the premium currencies of Idle Heroes. You're going to want them. But the other side of things here is the Aspen dungeon. Now, you unlock this at level 72, so it's going to take a little while to get there, but your Aspen dungeon hero is your most important hero in the game, hands down, no question. You need a good Aspen hero because it's going to make events easier to complete, give you free things. It's fantastic. You want the Aspen dungeon to be your main goal. So early on, when you get that Norma, she's an Aspen hero. She's not a super great one, but she's okay at it. I got a 4-star here. The main reason is she heals with her skill, she heals with her basic attack, and she heals when she gets hit. You want someone to last in the Aspen dungeon. It's mainly like a horde mode. You go through a wave, you fight the wave. When you beat it, you go to the next wave, and there's tons of waves. There's easy, normal, difficult, and nightmare versions of the Aspen dungeon. Each version has 100 waves. So easy is 100 waves. Once you complete wave 100, you will start on normal. Normal 1, you will go normal 1 to 100. Once you complete normal, you start difficult, and you go all the way to nightmare, okay? After you've beat a full set of 100 waves, like if you've beat easy 1 to 100 and you started normal 1, the next time you join the Aspen, you'll immediately smash the first 100 waves. You don't have to fight them all again and sit through it. You'll go straight to normal 1 and start your fight there. Once you beat all of normal, you'll smash both easy and normal and start on difficult 1. We'll jump over to my other account real quick just to kind of showcase a little bit of this at the end. Here we go. Jump over to the main Wrath. Aspen Dungeon is about to end, actually. It ends very shortly. I'm in difficult. I think my record's 48. But the idea here is once you've smashed this little glowing hammer up here, whoops, this is where you're going to be checking your merchants. The merchants are huge. This is why the Aspen Dungeon is so important. This is where you're going to get the best deals in the game on both bulk resources and even cheaper than market value resources. This dude here, the senior market dude, the shadowy merchant, he's going to sell the best stuff in the game for the cheapest price. 10 heroic scrolls for 1,250 gems. It's cheaper and you can buy them one at a time in the market. Plus you get a lot of them at once. He sells casino chips, arena tickets. The only thing he really sells that you won't buy all the time is going to be the hero shards. He sells hero shards for like 3,000 gems. Really expensive, not worth. He also sells profit orbs, which you won't always buy because they're so expensive. But sometimes obviously you will as well. Then you've got the lady merchant here in the middle, the medium merchant. She sells some useful stuff. I usually pick up the arena, the casino and arena tickets if I'm short. These are the exact same value you buy from the marketplace. She also sells profit orbs there down there, but she has 5 heroic summons for 750 gems. Everything she sells is the exact same value as what you buy in the normal marketplace. So anything you want to buy in bulk, like I said, casino chips, arena tickets, your heroic scrolls, even profit orbs, go ahead and you can buy them from her. It's fine. This dude over here, though, the wee little merchant, he's the worst value of anything. And the only thing I recommend you really buy from this guy are these right here. Buy the arena tickets for gold. Buy the casino chips for gold. If you're really early in the game and you run into one of these, 1,000 promotion stones for 2.4 mil is expensive, but it can definitely help unstick you. So it's maybe one of those things you might want to do. I don't need it at all on this account, even a little bit. But I usually just scroll through. I pick up anything for gold that I need. I don't buy the spirit, don't buy the promotion stones. I don't buy anything for gems because he has the worst offers on gems. They're even worse than what you buy in the market. So, little heads up there. Not worth to buy his little stuff, just the stuff for gold, and that's it, pretty much. So those are your merchants in the Aspen Dungeon. That's why it's so important. The higher you go in the Aspen Dungeon, the more chances you have to run into a merchant. The more times you run into a merchant, obviously, the more opportunities you have to spend gems and get bulk resources. And that's how you end up with, 521 heroic scrolls, waiting for the heroic summon event to come around to fully complete the event. I would say wait to do full complete events until you can at least make it to difficult in the Aspen Dungeon. Otherwise, it's going to be really hard just smashing the first 100 waves to get enough offers to actually build up enough event items. But that's the idea. That's why your Aspen Hero is so important. If you guys don't know what Aspen Heroes are or good PvE heroes are, I do have 2 videos dedicated to it. I've got one for Aspen Heroes. I've got one for PvE heroes. I would definitely recommend you check those out, especially if you're new to the game, to kind of get a good idea of what you need to be looking for, because that is important. So you're not using those heroes accidentally as food or, something like, or altering them. Dear God, never alter a 5-star hero. It is the dumbest thing you can do. Do not do it ever. Don't. Not even one time. Not worth it. Maybe if you're like level 500, you've already beat the game. Sure, then whatever. New players, mid-game players, even in-game players, of course they already know, you don't alter 5-star heroes. Really bad idea. The last thing we're going to talk about here, before we sign off on this initial beginner guide, is going to be 6-starring heroes, mainly because you might watch this video and then never watch another one, in which case, sad face for me. But other ways, if you don't actually pick up this tip, you can make a mistake like I did early on, and it really sucks when that happens, is you 7-star too many heroes. You don't want to do that. So I get a question a lot of the time is, Wrath, should I 6-star X? Should I 6-star Karma? Should I 6-star Dominator? My advice to you is yes. Especially new players. 6-star any hero you can 6-star, with one exception. Never 6-star a hero if you have to use a really good hero like a Bloodblade. Even Aiden sometimes if you want to use him. Make sure you're not using really good heroes as food to make a 6-star hero. That's where people make mistakes, is they'll fodder off some really good hero to make a crappy 6-star hero because the 6-star hero is still an improvement on their team. Don't ever do that. If you have questions on what heroes are good, throw up a chat post. Be like, hey guys, should I feed these heroes to this 6-star? Most people will lead you straight and not be douches and be like, oh no, it's good, throw away the Bloodblade, he sucks. No, most people will be honest and be like, yeah, don't throw that guy away, just wait until you get another 5-star and feed that to him instead. That's the idea. So ask people before you make a 6-star of which heroes that you're going to feed to it. But generally speaking, any 6-star hero you can make in the beginning of the game is going to be an improvement over your current heroes. But also, you use 6-star heroes for everything. You need to take a 6-star hero to make a hero 8-star. You've got to feed a 6-star to it plus 5-star heroes. When you're going to make a 9-star hero, you got to do the same thing. You got to throw a 6-star in there plus a copy and some other 5-star heroes. When you go into 10-star, you've got to throw a 6-star hero. And you've also got to throw a 9-star hero into the food mix. So you use 6-star heroes a freaking ton. You're always going to be building them in this game. The big mistake I see once you have a 6-star team is when people get stuck with all 6-stars and they can't make progress. Their first thought, and this was my thought, is I'll just 7-star them. That's why I've got 7-star Melassa, 7-star Iceblink, 7-star Aiden. I didn't know what not to do. And I said, I'll just go ahead and 7-star this guy. It'll give me a power boost, right? Yeah, it gives you a little power boost. But once you've 7-starred a hero, unless you're going to use it as a 10-star later, the only other option you have now for that hero is to take it all the way up to 9 stars, which is going to take a lot of food and a lot of time, and then feed that 9-star hero to a 10-star hero to make one. So never go past 6 stars on a hero you're unsure of unless you already know 100% I'm taking this to 9-star for food, or I'm going to use this guy at 10 stars. Never, ever, ever 7-star a hero unless you know one of those two things. Definitely ask in chat before you ever do it. Someone will lead you straight on it. Whether which hero you should be taking 7+. Like Dominator, food. He's food. You're gonna feed him to stuff. You're not gonna take this guy to 10-star. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Just feed him off. So that's the idea. 6-star everything you can. Obviously, waiting for a fusion event is ideal. There are events for fusion. There's tons of events. I can't remember off the top of my head. There's Heroic Miracles, Heroic Summonings, Prophet Orbs, Casino, Tavern, Militants event, which is battling in the arena. Fusion event, I think Awakening Glory. I haven't seen it in a while, but that's when you make 9 and 10-star heroes. You get rewards for that as well. Broken Spaces. There's tons of events. You'll see them as they come around. I usually wait till fusion events to fuse up because you get more stuff for it. But yes, when you can make a 6-star hero, make it. Just don't ever take it past 6 stars unless you know what you're going to do with it. All right? So that's kind of the initial beginner's guide to kind of steer you away from making big problems and making mistakes and really setting yourself back. That's the idea. There's obviously a lot more to cover over the course of the game, like building a team, what stats to look for on heroes, things like that. There's a lot that goes into it, but if I put that all in one video, it would take like a year and a half to make. I'm already a little bit late on my recording as is, so that's not going to happen this time. We'll make more beginner's guides, about resource management and stuff like that. But I wanted to touch on pretty much everything a little bit so you kind of knew what to do and you don't make huge mistakes, because that sucks. All right, so there you go, guys. That's the initial video for the beginner's guide. I hope you enjoyed it. If you liked the video, please make sure smash that thumbs up button and show your support. If you haven't already, don't forget to subscribe as well and tell your friends about it, because that definitely helps me out a lot. And I will see you guys in the next one.